So here I am again, ladies and gentlemen. And what is it that I'd like to tell you? I'd like to tell you something that would liberate you, that would free you into that path that has on it peace, prosperity, and joy. That path that has on it those things that are coming amongst you, the people: food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, and careers of choices that made it possible for all of these needs, wants, and desires to be met as a divine way of taking care of oneself. Here we are today in a world, in America, and any other place in the world, where people are governed by a government that denies what I have just shared with you. It doesn't matter whether it's this country or another country. It doesn't matter whether it's politics, or whether it's, you know, Republicans and Democrats and black and white and men and women. The outcome is always the same because the game is the same. And there's only one way to get out of this, and that is to not be a part of it. Not being a part of it is evidenced by the things that you do, the efforts that you make to change things from the way they are to the way they should be. And what should they be? They should be those things that brings peace to everybody, accessible to everyone. The benefit thereof is, while some might not want it today, but it's there for whenever they want it. That's the way that this stuff is made of. That's the way that I'm telling you, a new way of thinking about life. But who want to think like that, ladies and gentlemen, in a world that says, if you do anything against the system, we will kill you? We have presidential candidates who we have heard that have opposition, and people who oppose them will end up dead. The mind starts wondering why this is, how could this possibly be? And yet the ship keeps right on sailing, and if any truth was supposed to come anywhere that would liberate the people, it's always squashed. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say to you, to those of you who call yourselves Christians, you are sincerely honest with yourselves, but the truth you have been denied because you've been walking to a path that has been dictated that says it's okay to exist in the middle of this. Well, it is, let the wheat and the tares grow together. But what happens? One stands up strong, and I guarantee you, in time, nothing changes that which is truth. And truth is that this, my friends, is a world that says no way. When you stand up, you have the elements of government, whether it's the viable government or that government that is hidden, who will walk up and say, we will take care of this problem. And what that usually means is killing someone, killing someone. So Jesus says, I'll give you the answer to that. I'll come into the earth, and I'll show you it doesn't matter how good you can be, because I'll be the best you've ever been. And he does. He's the best that we have ever been. There's really truly no imagination beyond that. And so what happens? He ends up on the cross. Who represents him? Who stands with him? A thief and a murderer. One say, forgive me, the other say, oh, you look phony. And that's the way the world is. But all of it phony, because none stands against it. But Jesus says, look, I'll stand against it because I'm not going to be a part of this. And you, watch me. I'll show you the way out. I'll show you the way out of this hell. Somebody said he took the key and went down in Hades and opened the door. That means going down there and telling the truth. He came here and told the truth. And the truth is this, is that this world is so corrupt and so ruled by those who will deny God. And you don't want any part of it, as I mentioned earlier, is evidenced by that which you do to straighten it up. Then straighten it up and allow them to kill you. Allow them to kill you. You want no part of this. Allow them to kill you. Jesus says, I am the way. He went down from their death. And in a couple of days, he stood right back up. Now, we might not stand back up because that we've seen and accepted that as evidence. But we don't stay down. For those of you who don't want to stay down, want to live forever. And for those of you who want to go to the grave and have nothing else to do with anything, living again, that's between God and you. And so I say, this, my friends, is this. This is eternal life. Stop yielding to the ways of the world. Yield to that which is of God. and make them kill you if they don't change. Yield only to the ways of the Spirit of God. The ways of the Spirit of God includes everybody. It's always for the people. It's always for all of the people. What's good for the gander is good for the goose. Always. It's never to a certain sector. It's never to a certain group. It's never to a certain, no. Everything that you have is specifically yours. And it's all for the benefit of love. It is all for the benefit of unity. All for the benefit of success. All of these things working together, producing peace, prosperity, and joy. Food, clothing, shelter, education, careers of choice.